Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your pilot speaking. We have entered Sector 4, and the final sector is Sector 7. We'll probably still usually only make one per episode. This is going to be a short series for me, and don't let that indicate the brevity of the game. As I said, it's a roguelike. I beat it 30 hours in, which if I'd been a little more... Part of what took me so long is I had to relearn my controls. Like, here's some advice. Being able to do this thing... See how I'm moving up and down and left and right as I'm strafing? Being able to use your full 6 degrees of freedom... Oh, this is a hazard I haven't seen in a while. That sun is sending out solar flares. The solar flares will damage me as long as I'm not behind something in relation to them. So, fortunately, there's this huge rock for me to dogfight behind. So we're not in too much trouble here. There are a few different natural hazards, and this is probably just about the worst one, in my opinion. The most devastating one, rather. These Outlaw Scout Mark IIs, they use shield-breaking missiles. They're a bit annoying. Alright, we need to plan carefully where we're going in this system. I didn't get to say everything I wanted to say about Star Citizen by a long shot because I got super distracted. Star Citizen is... I already did basically say, it's one of those Kickstarters where the guy was like, oh, I know how to make video games. I can make me a video game. I made Wing Commander. Remember that? Don't you want more Wing Commander? And then it turns out that it's a little harder than he remembered. Things have changed in so many ways that might not have been so foreseeable back in the day. I don't have... When you kill an elite enemy, you get an access key. I have one. That is not actually what I was looking at, though. That is something I can blow up for fuel. Never mind. Access keys let you get into secrets that have dank loot in them. And I just did that thing where I crashed into stuff. Like, enemies, no problem. Rocks just hanging out. They do me a major face-slamming disservice. Or I do them a major face-slamming disservice, depending on how you look at it, I guess. Anyway, so I don't remember the guy's name. But he said, I'm going to make me a Wing Commander, because I made Wing Commander. Don't you like Wing Commander? And people gave him tons of money. And it seems like Star Citizen is proceeding apace. It's just a very ludicrously ambitious project. See, I'm taking a little bit of hull damage from this. Oh, I'm not in the shadow anymore. Ah. This is, like I said, this is my least favorite natural hazard. We can get out of here pretty quick, I think, though. But there's some fun stories. Should you remember that game, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric? The people who worked on that worked for the Star Citizen guys first. They contracted out a first-person shooter module, which Star Citizen is supposed to be like a space operatic everything sort of game. Which is why I say it's too, like, outrageously ambitious. I took way too much damage in the early part of that fight. I just bugged out. That's a missile. You can also shoot down missiles if you're not blind. The sun is literally in my eyes. It's not just an excuse. Ah. He's not the one I'm aiming at, but you don't really have to... You don't need to target people when you're hitting them with beam weapons. Fortunately for me. You don't have to lead, rather. Okay. Which direction is the sun? Ah. Okay. I have sweat rolling down the side of my neck, and I thought something was crawling. Ah. Ever had cause to hate the sun? I'm good at this game, guys. I'll be fine. I should have actually looked to see if there's a service station. There's the service station at the end. Nanobots are a precious resource just for the situations like I just encountered. Which is why it's good that I just got some more. A shield disruptor does exactly what you think it does. It breaks an enemy shield instantly. which is useful for me because that means I have an on-off notification of shields. This comm hub shows me everything in the system, which I already have anyway. That's why those missiles were doing so much damage. Missile silos have bigger and badder missiles than missile turrets. I need to not get hit by this one. I'm pretty sure being hit by the sun also delays your ability to leave. As you just might have seen, the obstacle blocks the way because the asteroid was in the way. You do have to have an actual vision as well. Anyway, back to Star Citizen. Before the Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric guy screwed up Sonic, they screwed up. They're going to do a first-person shooter module for Star Citizen. And you see, the thing is, when you pick a game engine, you're making a lot of concessions. Like, there are pros and cons to that. And sometimes you may discover too late some of the cons. But in this case, they were told, make it compatible with, I think it was Unity, maybe? I don't know. And they didn't do that. There was some sort of miscommunication. No, I'm sure only, maybe nobody knows. And so they had this whole first-person shooter module built that couldn't be integrated with the core game. Which is a pretty massive screw-up for a contractor, I've got to say. See how much damage that missile silo did? Jesus. Ugh. And I always want to keep nano machines on tap to fix my components. The worst one is when your life support goes out. Because then you are on a timer before you die. No save. I'm having trouble actually figuring out where I'm supposed to be going here. Sometimes it's best to just fly off a little ways and then turn around and look for the dots again. What is actually shooting at me? Is it directly? Okay. At least it was a turret. I can't tell the difference just from the missile, whether it's a turret or a silo. These processors are good stuff. I want them. Oh, an elite died to my my little buddies, so I got a free access key. But I haven't seen anything that an access key would be useful for yet. Some more nanobots for the hull. Thank you. I'll break down these missiles because we're not in a hurry. Sometimes you have to very carefully position yourself to get missiles. This gas is not worth... I think it's actually... Yeah, it was inside the asteroid. Sometimes when you blow up stuff, it does that. My crystal situation is looking pretty good. Okay, this one's actually easy to get to. So back to Star Citizen. Sonic Boom Rise Lyric guys screwed it up. And it's apparently... It's not that Star Citizen is in a final state. It's in a playable state. You can... There's not much to do, but you can fly around. They're making more ships. And some people complain about the lack of ships in this game, but they're all very distinct. And I think the gameplay itself is varied enough to make up for that. And there's... I don't know how much is going to be free and how much is going to be paid DLC. Whoa. I was looking at the weird graphical glitch going on with the rings back there. And almost rammed into the scrap. Lots of scrap is good to have. These are just drones. You are jokers. Nobody even cares. Alrighty-o. And we're gonna go and strafe this G&B station. Oh, they're fighting my buddies. Okay, there's nothing in this minefield. I've always wondered if mines sometimes spawned without really protecting much of anything. They're protecting 350 credits, which may have actually dropped from a dead G&B buddy. We haven't picked up any fuel in this system. So these exploded fuels are nice for me. Only the glowing ones have fuel, and there are some more glowing ones, so... I need to back up. Oh, see, one of my little buddies died, and he left me some precious dark energy. I want to destroy as little as I can. If I don't attack G&B in this red sector up ahead, they will be unhostile by the next one. So I don't want to get them hostile before I want to visit that service station at the end of the area. I want to make sure they're happy by then. Okay, I don't care about enhanced pulse lasers. That means it has random better stuff. Okay, this shield might... It has a big capacity modification. I don't know what shutdown duration actually is. Oh, right, if you get hit by a shutdown thing. Okay, I can make do without... there's a time extender here, which I want. I don't know what I want to replace. This missile thing sucks. Okay. And time extenders do pretty much what you would expect if I can actually switch to it. Slows down time. Which means I can more easily avoid these missiles. What is... Okay, there's still a little bit of fuel floating around. And some dark energy. Alright. Time to split, I think. The only remaining stuff is free-floating bullshit. I wanted to see what this purple cloud is. I'm wondering if, like, that... Yeah, there's nothing in that purple cloud. Usually, a cloud like that kind of indicates something you can go to and find something. I was like, well, maybe there's stuff there that my modifier doesn't pick up, but nope, it's just empty. Sometimes there's stuff with no stuff. Okar were coming in just as I was leaving. See ya, suckers. Any minute now, I'm going to run into a system with a horrible... Oh, here's our good friend, the black hole. See, there's 1 unit of dark matter. A lot of the dark matter in the game you have to get by skimming over black holes. This is a plasma field, it's a magnetic interference field or something. I keep calling them plasma. Actually, what I call it is lightning hell. I think I want to... Like, I could attack this G&B credits transport and get me some credits. But I don't think I'm gonna, because I want to avoid the situation. Is it moving forward? It looks like it's turning. It would be hilarious if it rammed straight into that black hole. I'd laugh my butt off. Okay, something sees me. Oh, hello. An Okar. I'm pretty sure that's a Corvette. You can't escape from a black hole without an energized boost, but it makes it much safer. Yeah, a Corvette popped into the system. And there isn't a jump suppressor, so... They're very... Like, I like to kill Corvettes at first, because they have... They drop blueprints pretty regular. Oh, hell... Oh, wow, there's multiple Corvettes. Okay. This is a little bit serious now. But I have this shield disruptor, and I have some plasma torpedoes. The shield disruptor lets me know the shield is down. The plasma torpedoes should make short work of it. Except he shot it down. Okay, he's already dead. See? That shield disruptor will be back. Oh, he dropped some corrosion missiles if I need them. Alright. Here's a Shield XC Mark II that is slightly better than mine in ways that don't matter. That is an interceptor chasing me. It's anti-missile drone. You might as well pop a drone if you see them. That's my belief. Alright, interceptors are kind of nasty little buggers. They will teleport when they lose shields, except he never had a chance to lose his shield. Okay, I'm pretty sure those shield charge drones are around another Okar buddy. Mindable gas. Oh, another dark matter. Okay, we're gonna very carefully go for this dark matter and then boost away. In these darker systems, it's possible to lose track of where the wormhole, the black hole is and wind up in it. I don't know, I guess they're shooting some G&B guys off over there. Now they're back on me. I want to hit up this mineable gas because I don't have much, I don't think. There we go. Yeah, you keep shooting at me, bro. I think I'm going to use up these plasma torpedoes on him. That's a fairly good use of my time. He's also drifting hilariously close to that black hole. You can drag small enemies into it, I know for a fact. I don't know about Corvettes. And we're not going to find out, because he has exploded. All his loot, unfortunately, is also within range of the black hole. So, if I fall into the black hole, you're permitted to laugh.
Credits.
It did not happen, so you do not get to laugh. Alrighty then. That was, not intense compared to some of the fights I've been in, but it was interesting. I should have let him... I should have seen if he would eventually fall into the black hole, because that would have been hilarious. Energy core extensions increase the size of your energy core, as you might expect. There's a lot more gas over there. I kind of want it. My sensors are supposed to have infinite range, but I feel like I keep seeing stuff that wasn't there before. Some of this could be that people, like, that, those Corvettes were attacking stuff. They have really long range on their guns. Not infinite, but really long. Yeah, we definitely want to go and hit up this gas. Okay, that's an interceptor. Slow green stuff is a frigate. Fast green stuff is an interceptor. The klaxons for singularities aren't great, because I think it's determined by how quickly, like, your closest point, and not how quickly you are currently falling in. Okay. Ooh. Interceptors also do a fair amount of damage. I am doing somewhat poorly for fuel. So I do sort of want to... he's shooting at my poor little anti-missile drone. We're going to hit him with a corrosion missile. I'm pretty sure just one does the trick. And his teleporting shenanigans don't do him any good. That scan drone is trying to kill my drone. You're a smart little one. Not even sure there's even anything to hurt me at the moment. Okay, yep, there is. Yeah, I think it just... my drone is dead. You joker. Yeah, we're gonna be glad for that service station at the end here. Alright. Credits and a few corrosion missiles. And I think we're free to move out. Oh yeah, I have an empty slot so I can fit more than the 8 stack of corrosion missiles. Yeah, it's time for us to split. And I apparently... oh, this is not great. Okay. I'm just going to stand still. Usually I boost to make sure I'm not getting hit. In this case, I want to actually stand still so I don't get behind an object. We have a trader here and a service station next. Did I finish what I wanted to say about Star Citizen? I'm pretty sure I pretty much did. It's something that will probably be a good game in time. Once they have gotten enough time to work on it. It's just one of those things that's so ambitious. It may fall through. That's still a possibility. But I think... oh, this is a... oh. I do not want to spend long in this system at all. I would like to spend the minimum amount of time here. Where is the sun coming from? Like, I genuinely can't tell. It's evidently in that direction. Alright, we're gonna hit up the trader and maybe just leave. Well, if I start taking damage, it's too late. Let's see, I don't want to trade crystal for anything. That may come in useful later. I could sell a bunch of compounds for some credits, but... I don't have that much stuff I need to unlock with credits anymore until I decide I want to start using other ships. Which, honestly, the Interceptor... okay. Preparing. I should have jumped. I should have just left. I used 12 nano machines for not. Oh well. At least that gives me an excuse to go ahead and... there's only 2 more things in this system, I think.
This place looks amazing.
Like, this place is kind of a shithole.
There are more important things to be concerned about presently.
I'm just gonna eat this damage because I can always heal it at the service sector. I just want to get the heck on out of here without having to worry too much.
Cooling down phase incomplete.
Yes, alright.
I really like the voice work these two do. And the dialogue is pretty snippy too, sometimes. Okay. Now we're just... there's something jumping in, but I don't care. I don't want to deal That hazard is bad. I haven't seen it in so long. It just completely ruins the game IMO rather than being something to avoid. It depends entirely on whether or not you get enough tiles to hide behind, too. Like, the first time, it wasn't too bad. Okay, it's something... These guys have noticed me already. Service station is behind me, and I want to visit them first. What was that noise? I think some of my stuff just got damaged. We're gonna pop these drone overrides. Yeah, I have damaged sensors, and I shouldn't have fixed those, but I clicked to check, and that was actually the fix button. Like, I could have repaired that at the service station. I don't even know if damaged sensors actually do anything to me. It may turn off my special bonus. What?
They've locked onto me.
I've never been that close to something jumping in. Ah! Come on, I just want to end the episode, you little buttholes. Not being able to see the damage you've dealt is a pain. Oh, I also can call, like, part of the perk tree is eventually G&B will come in and help you with fights. Occasionally. Outlaw bombers shoot missiles and they're super duper tanky. Like, I'm probably going to be on this guy for the rest of the... Oh. I'm going to assume he already took damage and he wasn't just making a fool out of me by dying. Okay. We want to hit up this elite outlaw scout for his potential access key. Sometimes you have a serious feast of stuff that will let you access keys. So, even though I have two that I haven't used... I'm fine with hitting him up. There's some weird noises happening. I'm gonna hit up these containers. Is this? No, this is just some regular wreckage. There are intact halves. Is where you use a lot of your access keys. And they look somewhat similar to wreckage until you get a good look at them. Well,
stopping for this.
Turrets are gunship only. Couldn't think of what to call the gun. The line between being dead and alive in this game can crawl up on you pretty fast. I may have been a tiny bit overconfident. Alright. That's why there is an upgrade for how quickly repair bots repair you. Sometimes getting the heals now is more important than having bigger or more heals. Let's see. We will hit up this gel. Ooh, these mines are actually guarding something. Stasis missiles are very handy because they just completely tractor beam a guy in place, but only usable by the scout. Like the coolest toys. Oh. And this place may be closing down when those bad guys get close. Okay. Repair my secondary weapons here and just dump everything else into the hull. Alrighty. And fuel is in a dire situation. Usually in these early areas, fuel is not that hard to come by. For some reason, I've been getting unlucky, it looks like. I don't want to trade my dark energy for anything, much less a pittance of credits. Let's see, there's mineable ore. I guess I should go ahead and take these guys out. Like, I'm gonna immediately turn around and blow this station. I'm going to steal all their stuff, but... At least I didn't let them get exploded by outlaws. Aren't I a nice guy? Wow, there are more outlaws here than I realized. How many corrosive missiles can I make? I'm willing to just start... Yeah, none of them should be able to survive more than a single missile. I don't think. Maybe the Mark II guys. Once they're hit with that missile, they're marked for death. Just a matter of dodging in time.
A successful outcome.
Those shield guys are major jerks.
If we may.
Oh, I got a Tractor Beam Mark III blueprint. Okay. I thought it was just a Tractor Beam Mark III. I was like, who even cares? This shield is worse than mine in basically every way. Because it's not Mark II. I thought it was Mark II. I misread. Pop this Gatling gun. We want to come over here and use the last of the hull fixins. Get ourselves some hull fixins. Because we did take a little bit of damage during that. Thank you, buddy. Now I will be taking back this random garbage you have lying on your roof. Sensor relays are useful when you don't have my thing. Arc 9000s are nukes. They can kill all... They should kill anything in the game that they directly collide with the exception of one enemy that has invulnerable shields that you have to take down by a special method. And there's also another enemy that has a special method to take it down. Anything that just takes straight raw damage will die from a direct hit from an Arc 9000. And it also does like a Tesla lightning jumpy thing to nearby targets, so it's pretty good for AoE as well. They're good general purpose get out of dying horribly free buttons. And this was a bit of a long episode, but next time we'll be in Sector 5. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the other side.